Welcome to building resumes in Zello. Let's go ahead and get started. First and foremost, just a reminder, in order to sign in, you use your 9 dots in the Google Waffle, and then you'll be choosing Zello, and that can be found on any new tab. 9 dots, Zello is at the bottom, and that should sign you right on in. Now today you'll be looking for the Build Your Resume lesson. It might be up at the top if you've completed every lesson before that, and it may be listed down here below, so you may just need to scroll on your lessons in order to find it. Now Zello has its own built-in resume tool, and this assignment requires you to attach a resume. Okay, now in order to do that, you're going to need to go ahead and unlock this lesson by using their resume builder. Now, you might be saying to yourself, well, I had to make a resume in my other class. That's okay. You'll just need to put some basic information into the resume tool kit, and then you can go ahead and attach your own. But we do need to get a little bit here in Zello, just so we all have something to show for our hard work. So what is a resume? A resume is here to show off you, your skills, and your experiences. Even if you haven't had a job, that's okay. Sometimes you can use your experience in clubs or during projects or what you do around the house with your family, even to show that you have leadership skills, communication skills, and that you're willing to work with others. So, in order to do this, you're going to go ahead and choose some of these statements, and it'll tell you if you're right or wrong. So, go ahead and play around with that. When you arrive here, you're going to get a little tour if you need it. And notice at the top there's some additional information if you want to do some more reading. So our resume builder here will walk you through the different things that you need to add starting at the top. So it'll give you some do's and don'ts in each section. What should you do? What shouldn't you do? And also an example of what it might look like when you're done. Now notice it pre-filled in my name. I'm going to add some really quick information here just so you can see how you move to the next line. You're going to take time and really add those details that are exactly where you are, where you live, what you do. Notice sometimes you might get some pre-filled drop downs. You can use those if you like or not. And you always want to say update resume at the bottom when you've done a little section, and it will close the one you're working on, and then you can work on the next one. So for this resume builder, you notice we're going to add an objective, and that is just telling them what you're looking for. Notice the samples here. If you're looking for a part-time job, a summer job, make sure you really proofread and add some good details. Of course, I'm going a little quickly just so I can show you what's here. So here at the top, I've got my name and some address. I've got an objective. You're going to want to add some education. So you can put your high school on here and maybe some quick accomplishments that you did. Move this out of the way. And if these are in your way, you can always X out of them so you can see a little better. Sometimes you'll have a plus button where you need to add something. Maybe not all of you were in this school district the whole time. And sometimes things are required and sometimes they're not. So kind of when you started, most of us start school in September. And again, I'm just going quickly so that you can see how this resume builder works. Okay. You've always got an add button here. They want to make sure you're done. And once you click add to anything you type, you can update that resume. And now look, it's starting to take shape. So your job is kind of to work your way through this. Notice I'm going to at least have to do my name, maybe an objective, and some education before I'll be able to download it. You will want to think of some skills, some things you're good at. This doesn't necessarily have to be things like sports. It can be that you're a good listener and that you're organized. So think about some skills and add those. Work experience can be formal or informal. So informal work would be maybe volunteer work you did, helping out with even a club if you were an officer, or you were maybe just like a senator in ASB. But really, you can stretch it to anything that you tried your best to get some of those work skills, and you can talk about those. There is a specific spot for volunteer experience if you did volunteering at your local food bank with the Red Cross. If there are any awards or achievements you'd like to highlight, you can do those if you like. And then activities and interests kind of show what kind of person that you are. So if you're involved in sports or in government or in clubs, make sure you highlight those, maybe even 4-H and things like that could work. As soon as you have it all done, you're going to click Download Resume and go ahead and download it as a PDF. PDF is just a glued together document, so nothing moves around and the formatting doesn't get weird and wonky. And it will download onto your downloads on your computer. Now I'm going to say done for now. And notice that because I added a little bit to my resume, I at least had my name, an objective, and my education. I now have a way to upload it and submit it here. It says, congratulations on using Xelo's Resume Builder. Now ready to begin applying for jobs. You have a copy of it that you've put on your computer, so you could print it if you needed. And really what we need to do is just upload it here and attach it to Xelo. So I'm going to say attach. Choose a file. Now I'm on a MacBook, but on your Chromebook, you'll look in your downloads or your recent, and there it is. I'm going to open that up and say add. And once you've attached it here, you're going to say turn in. And done. Okay, now notice my lessons, regardless of my grade, are starting to move up. I'm at 13% done because I've done my matchmaker, as well as some other lessons. And when you're done with a lesson, look at that. It goes to the bottom with a check. So take some time and build your resume. It may take a little longer than some of your other lessons. If you need to pause and come back to it, the lessons can be done in any order. So just know that you can click on any lesson and move ahead if you need to pause for a moment while you're gathering some information.